You know, they say a lie told enough times becomes the truth. Well, the same can be said about bad habits. And out on our roads, there are no shortage of people with bad habits out there, which is why I present to you the top 5 bad habits Pinoy drivers don't even know it's wrong. Number 1, using your hazard lights in the rain. We know it's raining. We're right behind you. We can see it. We don't need a set of flashing lights to tell us that. Now, I know it makes you feel more comfortable. But the thing about rules and laws is they don't really care about how you feel about them. It's what's universally agreed upon. And when it comes to traffic, the only universal language we have are a set of laws. Those were agreed upon in the Vienna Convention. We're signatories to it. This is why it's so important to follow them. And the hazard lights, it's not to tell people it's raining. It's to tell people that there's imminent danger or you yourself are the danger. And here's the problem. When you flash them up, they're not just annoying. There's nothing to distinguish you from the car that's actually broken down, that emergency vehicles need to get to. They don't know who it is because everyone's got their hazard lights on. Another thing, we don't know if you're turning left or right. Number 2, hogging the left lane or the overtaking lane because I'm on the speed limit naman. It doesn't matter. Nobody voted you as the human speed limiter. Thing is, it's there for overtaking. And once you're done, move over to the side. If there's somebody behind you that's a lot faster, give way. It's not your job to slow them down. All you'll do actually is just upset them and annoy them and force them to overtake you on the wrong side, and that could lead to disaster. Here's the deal, right? It's there for overtaking. Overtake, move over. Same principle as when you go to a fast food restaurant or a Starbucks or whatever you do. You know those people who will wait till they get to the cashier before they start to decide, anong gusto mo ate ma? Ano yung caramel or ano? It's annoying. Decide while you're waiting. When you get there, transact, move on. Number 3, blocking the intersection. Now, if this has to even be explained, you will never understand and you should never be allowed to drive again or reproduce for that matter. Thing is, if you can't go anywhere, it doesn't mean that nobody else can. Keep that yellow box open, please. Number 4, flashing your lights to tell somebody you're gonna cut in front of them. Yes, I know it's a strange phenomenon because in other countries, usually when you flash your lights, you're telling the other person that they can go. Now, in the Philippines, it tells the other person, I'm gonna go in front of you. We also use our hazard lights for these things, like a force field. Every time people want to park illegally, they put this little force field over them. They think they become invisible. You don't, okay? It doesn't grant you immunity because if it did, all our politicians would be using it during their meetings and you know where that would get us. Let's not go there. Don't do it. Because at the end of the day, you may say that it's a cultural thing. And you know what? There's a little bit of room for that in every driving culture. When in Rome type of syndrome. But when it comes to the law, and if there's an accident caused, they will not go to the culture, they will go to the law. And the law says you cannot flash your lights to tell somebody that you're gonna cut them off. Number 5, contradicting the traffic lights. Okay, this is more for the enforcers than it is for the drivers, but it's gotta stop. You see, there is an international protocol when you want to override the traffic lights and get people to contradict it, you gotta put them flashing yellow because we can't train our eyes both ways. Most people are looking up, looking at the green light, green light, green light, and then there's this little yellow mapsa guy going, no, and boom! Now what happens there? Now they can say, I'm the law, I'm supposed to be followed here. Yes, I know, but people are dead now. It doesn't really matter what you call yourselves. Thing is, we all have to agree on a universal language. Do we follow the light or do we follow the guy underneath contradicting it? That's why it's so important to have one communication for everybody because you can't live in a country where all of a sudden you feel that red should mean go, right? It doesn't work that way. So please, at the end of the day, one set of rules for all and it applies to all or none at all.